everyone, my name is Brian Fincher. I am one of the trumpet players with the Houston Jazz Orchestra, and today we're going to be playing and talking through the 2023 Texas Allstate Jazz Trumpet Etudes. Hey everybody, this is tips and tricks for Etude number 3. So Etude number 3, our Latin Etude, this is our fast one. So the first thing I want to say is just to start super slow. If you start shedding this thing at quarter note equals 200, you are going to be up the creek without a paddle, about a week into learning this thing, because you'll have practiced so many bad habits, especially like that line at 9. That one even gave me quite a bit of problems as far as working out the fingers towards measures like 11 and 12 and 13. So make sure we start super slow with this thing. So one thing I want to mention for this one, articulation is kind of similar to the swing etude and the swing section of the second etude. We want to do our jazz articulation. So a lot of the articulation is actually marked in this one, but like at 9, where all those eighth notes kind of get thrown at you, go ahead and do that jazz articulation pattern, slurring into our downbeats. It's just going to make that line flow a lot easier. And it's going to really come in handy when we get over to measures 11 and 12. And so for measure 13, the way I would articulate that is like this. Okay, so just go ahead and slur from the A to the A, and then we plug and play our jazz articulation for the rest of it. Okay, next thing, some really specific dynamics are written in here, like at measure 11 and 12, once again. But I add a few things. So like at measure 17, I add a little forte piano crescendo, and also at 21, I do the same thing. You don't have to do that, but make sure we're shaping these lines. You never want to play 2 notes the same way, okay? All right, next thing, this quarter note triplet lick over here at measure 23, 24, and 25. Make sure you have your landing spots. My landing spot was like measure 25, beat 1, and beat 3. So I was kind of aiming for be-da-da-ba-be-da-da-dee-da-da. That's what I was aiming for. Have that stuff kind of worked out for yourself, because that line can kind of turn out to be a wash if you don't watch it time-wise, okay? So one of the really big things you want to look out for in this etude as well is the articulation. With our Latin genres, the articulation is paramount to really nail. So we have all this legato stuff in the first line, and then we have a lot of house stops, we have staccatos. Like, you got to make sure you're really obvious with those articulations. Just be intentional and be confident. Another thing with this Latin one, as opposed to our second etude, our ballad, those falls were a little bit more drawn out. The falls on this etude are going to be pretty quick. So make sure those falls get done real quick. Get them out of the way so you can really jump in on that next phrase. So the last thing I want to talk about, the Allstate Cut. Once again, take it down. Make sure you have all those pitches in your ear, because once we pop it up, jazz articulating up to high C's and D's, it's not the easiest thing in the world. So if we have that stuff on our ears, that stuff is going to come a lot easier when we put it up the octave. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. Hope some of that helps you on your auditions. Be sure to go follow the Houston Jazz Orchestra on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and good luck on your auditions.